안녕하세요, welcome to the Land of Korean Cinema. Do you guys think the dead can come back to life? I've heard about yogis who were able to make corpses dance. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But in today's movie, they definitely rise from the dead. So let's talk about The Curse, Dead Man's Prey, or Pangbap Chechai. The movie stars Am Ji-won, Chung Ji-soo starred in Parasite, Chung Moon-sung, Kwon Hae-oh, and others. The movie opens with someone getting murdered by a person who's apparently been dead for 3 months. They say that certain sorcerers are able to bring the dead back to life as an act of revenge. Am Ji-won's character is a reporter who's written a book about this, and after the murder, someone asks for a live interview stating that he's behind all this. Certain sites list this film as a horror movie, and it might come across as horror to someone, certain scenes in the third act especially, but I think this is much more of an action thriller. And not a bad one at that. The movie very quickly picks up the pace. Things get going really fast, and the movie never stalls throughout its runtime. Meanwhile, giving us an interesting story, some incredible action sequences, and some really good special effects. Okay, some effects are not as good in the third act, but for the most part it's pretty impressive. And it's true for the action scenes also, I really enjoyed all of them. There are some truly impressive sequences and cinematography to be found here. There is one action scene in particular that is exceptional. You'll know it when you watch the movie. The pacing and the action in this movie? Fantastic. And since the movie doesn't waste any time, it's really hard to get bored while watching The Cursed. I don't think I was bored for a minute. Also, there's a deeper story here involving a big pharma company, and I'm really glad it's there. That story is basically the glue that keeps the whole movie together. The reason I wouldn't call this a horror is because it lacks the necessary tension. It doesn't have that kind of atmosphere. It does have something to do with horror visually sometimes, but you won't be grabbing the edge of your seat in fear. I don't mean that this is a bad thing, I just want you to know what to expect. In fact, I can easily recommend this movie to a wider audience because of that. If you want to watch a pretty intense, fast-paced, well-done action thriller, give this one a try. I've got 2 smaller issues with this movie. Because the story gets going really quickly, all the characters are on a mission right from the beginning. We only know the utmost necessary things about them, and it stays that way. That doesn't mean that they're boring or anything like that, it's just that they're always on the move. Very professional, very focused, but a little distant. Even when the movie slows down, the characters are immediately investigating or gathering information, but they're not really interacting with each other outside of that. And once again, they're not boring or dislikable. This is a movie where the main character is the plot. It's a matter of preference, you know? I personally like movies with better characterization, that's all. With that said, I really appreciate that the movie doesn't waste any time, so it's a double-edged sword. My other smaller issue is that there are some pretty random things in the third act, in terms of spiritual powers. Thankfully, this whole bringing the dead back to life thing is pretty well explained. But there are some things in the third act that you just have to accept. Oh, and another thing. There's a twist regarding one character in the movie. But it's so obvious from the beginning, it's like the movie didn't even try. Okay, so this isn't the most artistic or deepest movie at all. But the strong points are undeniable. I was especially happy about the quality of the special effects. And as I said, the action is really awesome. If you want to watch a pretty fast-paced action movie with a hint of mystique, and if you don't mind that dead people are running in hordes sometimes, you're gonna have a really good time with this one. I'm gonna give The Cursed 78%. Good story, good cinematography, good action, good CGI, good. 여러분, 오늘은 여기까지만 해요. 영상 봐주셔서 감사합니다. 이 영상 좋아하시면 구독과 좋아요 잘 부탁드립니다. See you very soon. 다음 시간에 만나요, 여러분. 안녕히 계세요.